Alright, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have another this Disneyland 70th Anniversary Celebration point of view walkthrough ride-through videos. This is something they launched on July 17th to celebrate the 70th anniversary of the original Disney park, the only park that Walt Disney himself has ever overseen and walked through and even lived in from time to time. This is that park. It's been around since 1955. This episode is about the Indiana Jones Adventure Ride. It's 3 minutes long, and it's a real quick, easy watch. What's unfortunate with this is they don't include the walkthrough of the line, or at least portions of it that involve Sala and all those things. Because those, while when you're in that line, and sometimes it's very long, you get to hear that introduction about the seatbelts and everything else, and making sure that about the history of the whatever ruins you're about to go into and explore. You may have gotten sick of hearing it like 100 times while in line. So maybe it would give people like flashbacks if they watched it one more time. So you get right to, after seeing the entrance like you see here, sort of, you get to see, get a quick ride through. It's a lot of the ride is very dark, but for the most part, one of the benefits of this is that you can hear things so much clearer. There's dialogue and everything else going on in this very rocky ride, this very herky-jerky type of ride that I've really never clearly heard before. It just, with everything going on around and the music coming through the speakers that are mounted behind your seat, you'd think that the audio for the dialogue would come through clear. Nope, the music that evokes John Williams' score, but isn't exactly it, except for when they do that dun 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 refrain. You get that, but beyond that, it's mostly, I think, somebody else. I could be wrong. I could be wrong on that, but it just didn't. The ride fully didn't feel familiar to me. But again, you get to hear the music more clearly than you ever would, along with the dialogue and the story that goes into it. Because I think it's clearly stiffly mounted on the ride car itself, rather than positioned by a person wearing it, sitting in the front, where they would have the ability to pan over here and there. It's very directed. Yeah, I could be wrong. There's some parts where I think they do turn. I really don't know. I can't really. I know I just watched it, but it was just like it's just like whenever I've ridden it. It's always just sort of taking in all the colors and lights. And speaking of that, this is shot, I think, just after a major refurbishment, or yeah, somewhat major refurbishment for the ride, where they've added brighter colors that really pop and really shows off in this. And also there's more like digital projections and things like that in areas that aren't intrusive. They're not just like, look at me. They're not overly done. They are just, they're better, and you only notice them here in this video more than usual, only because of the brightness and the clearness of the color, and not just the chaos of you and 8 other people or whatever screaming. 12, 8, I don't know, 6. I can't remember how many people sit at a time, but yeah, it's always because of its herky-jerky. You're trying to not have your back broken. For me, anyway. It's not the same for everybody else. Definitely do not ride this if you're pregnant or have a bad back or really fragile. Yeah. Because I've walked at that ride so many times. As much as I love it, not feeling good. Not an upset stomach, but an upset back. So yeah, this is your chance to ride it if you've never had, and see what it's all about. See what it's like, what it looks like, how it feels, and what it sounds like. That's your chance. And if you have never been on an Indiana Jones ride at any of the parks, I don't think Walt Disney World has this. They always had that stunt show. But I believe they might have something like this in one of the other parks somewhere. I can't remember. But because everybody loves Indiana Jones, no matter what country you're in, no matter what Disney park you're in. And so, yeah, you get to, if you've never been on it and you want to feel like you've ridden it, well, here's your chance. Put on the headphones if you want, sit in front of the biggest 4K-est TV you got, and you might have a good time. And yeah, it's not scary. It just rocks you around a bit. So it's kind of like Star Tours for some people, even though this is the moving car. Star Tours rocks some people's backs up a lot too, but it's all pretty much stationary and just on a gimbal that moves around. This is like a gimbal that moves on a track. But you can see by watching this for 3 whole minutes. So we have more of these coming all the way through the end of October, unless Disney adds more. Hint, hint, you should. I'll be doing this for at least another month. So we're getting down to the end of these, but we do it every Sunday. So come back next Sunday if you don't like anything else I'm watching, which will probably be a documentary. This is one of the last few episodes of this month, of this quarter. 105 is our next one, randomly chosen out of 150. Oh, okay. This is something new, and it's actually a series, and it's not a documentary. I knew this was coming, and I just got added in the last quarter. So here we go. We're watching an episode. One episode's probably enough, of Robo Go-Go. I think it's like it might be a foreign-made animated series. I am not sure, but we'll find out tomorrow when we watch Robo Go-Go on the next Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that.